Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Up 2nd and 2.
Now Haskins to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 17, Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To Connor on the check down. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Ben to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's complete to Watt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Washington 1st down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Antonio Gibson, the ball
Another
carrier.
good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Haskins will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And Washington has taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to let this one go for Latimer. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
14.
They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Flushed out right. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes this Washington 21. Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28-yard
line.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. This one complete to Coleman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted by Washington.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 10-yard line.
Washington on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. Well, may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington going to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded in the end zone. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tevin Coleman, 91 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball in that stage from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter. Throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tyson Alualu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
48-yard line.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Third and long, it's Rudolph. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
will go for only 17 yards on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They're going to run this with a tight end.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The play brings up 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Throwing again. Haskins.
And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
2 yards on.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Haskins out of the gun. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They go play action with Haskins. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's Rudolph off play action. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
The 7-yard line.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. They'll try the air now. Here's Rudolph. Completes it to Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Rudolph with third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This is third and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Switzer on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rudolph. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And that is incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts. They want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 42-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gets this one out in a hurry to Latimer. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
38.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Rudolph off the bootleg.
Rudolph loses the football. It's out.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get